Hello, welcome to Chez Cleo. Today I am going to be exploring my notebook ecosystem with you. I've got all of my notebooks in separate piles here, organized in primary, secondary, and tertiary use, but I figured the best place to start is with the ones I use most frequently. So of course, I've got my planner. This is an undated 3-month planner. I have actually been using this all year. I did get an undated planner for this year because I didn't trust myself to fully utilize a normal dated planner, but I definitely will need that for next year, so I did upgrade. However, I do love this. It's done me a lot of good. It's helped me really work on my organizational skills. This is like my training wheels, and it's the reason why I am now ready for my Midori dated planner for 2026. Is this not the most beautiful little thing you've ever seen? It's Tomo River paper, it's fountain pen friendly. It's a really nice, flexible little book. I'm very excited to use this. And this one is also a daily planner like this. You get 2 full pages per day. Anyhow, I don't do anything revolutionary with this. I use it for scheduling as planners are intended. This is a 5-year planner that my husband and I bought together that we are going to start on January 1st of 2026. This is also Midori. I love it. It's like this nice fabric cover. It's got a really nice feel to it. These next 5 years are going to be likely very transformative, life-changing years for us. So we thought it would be really cool to have the 5-year one where we just write a tiny little ditty about the day every single day for 5 years, and then we'll be able to look back on it and just see how different each day of each year was for us. So I think this will be something we really treasure. Next up is my little pocket-sized Commonplace book. I pop this in my purse and I bring it with me absolutely everywhere. I am part of a fencing club where people share a lot of really interesting niche information, and I love writing little bits down of what I learn through conversation there. The leader of the group uses a lot of beautiful language. I really like to write down words that he uses so that I can go look them up later. Generally, I'm able to pick up what he's putting down, but sometimes he uses such esoteric language that I am like, I'm gonna need to look that up. I also, as you know, if you've watched my personal curriculum videos, I love to just do a lot of self-learning, self-teaching, little things that I want to really remember or reflect back on. I'll write down in here. This is a really fun one to just flip through and reacquaint myself with the information that's in here. Oh, and also if people give me book or movie recommendations, anything like that also goes in here. Now this is primarily my goal-setting journal. If you're a little more woo-woo, you'd probably call it a manifestation journal. I just really love setting intentions and writing down my ideas and goals, as I said, and ways I am actively working toward becoming a better and better version of myself in here. So I do have some like exercise stuff, but I've also got affirmations as well as ideal morning and night routines, just like internal things I want to work on as well as external hobbies and activities. I'm not going to show you too close up because it is personal stuff. I've just been working out how to replace screen time with reading and or just other creative activities. So that's what this journal consists of. So those are definitely my top 3 most used. And now onto my secondary stack. This is my beauty book. So in here I write about fashion, skincare, hair care, hairstyles, makeup, nail polish, anything beauty related, products that I want to try in the future. Primarily what I write about in here is fashion. I took a photo of myself, then I put it on Procreate on my iPad and I outlined my silhouette so that I could put it in here and reference my body proportions for when I'm planning out outfits. I'm just going into this next phase of my life being very aware of, not only the materials and the way the fabric falls on me and body type and color season, but also the shift that I want to make in my wardrobe, in vibe that I want to embody. So this is where I write about all of that. Clearly, you're probably able to tell now that I love a good theme to a notebook. I don't just have like one where everything goes in. So that brings me to my health notebook. I like to keep track whenever I remember of my symptoms, what I've eaten, etc. I don't use this nearly as much as I should. I think it would be very helpful to use this more often, especially since I have food allergies. It would be nice to track like what and where I've eaten and when there's been cross-contamination, stuff like that. Anytime I go to the doctor, it would be really nice to have this make a list of questions that I want to ask or anything that I want to go over, write down the answers, all that jazz. So I'm putting the intention out there that I will use this a lot more frequently. On a very different note, this is my D&D journal. I do now 2 campaigns with a group of my friends, and I keep track of everything in here. I've got like my character sheets, we have a bingo card, and then I just take notes on what has happened, how many gold pieces my character has, fun stuff like that. This is my morning pages journal. I don't really use it that much currently. I started this in February of 2024. It's almost full. I do want to just keep writing in it until it's all the way filled up because I love a completely full notebook. If you haven't heard of morning pages, it's basically just where you brain dump first thing in the morning. This kind of ended up turning into a kind of catch-all notebook, just in the sense that I wrote a little bit about finances in here and wanting to learn the ukulele, took some notes on that, and then daily reflections. So I was really good about sticking to the morning pages concept at first, and then as time went on, I'd kind of use it whenever. I'm not going to put any pressure on myself to go back to using it as strictly a morning pages notebook, but I probably will use it just for more personal reflections and talking about my day, because it's nice to have a notebook where you put that sort of thing in there. This is just a good little spiral bound notebook. Actually, it's kind of medium large. I like using this for grocery lists and anything that's a little more disposable. It's nice to have a notebook where you can just tear pages out. Last thing is my dream journals. I have actually had this one since 2008, and while I like this journal more just aesthetically, I mean, who doesn't love kittens, but this is the one that I will for sure be keeping intact. I think I might end up tearing the pages out of this one and pasting them. Is that weird? I don't know. I don't have that many dreams written down in this one. I started this one in 2011. Actually have a few more semi-recent ones in here too. It just feels weird to have 2 not full dream journals. Like if one of them was completely full, I wouldn't think twice about it, but because they're both only partially used, I'm like, which one do I continue writing in? Because I do want to get back into the habit of writing down my dreams in the mornings too, which like the morning pages journal would also be a good place for that. This one has my first ever dream that I had of my now husband that I had November 15th, 2008. So I'm definitely keeping this one intact. And yeah, I think I really could just go through and gently tear out the pages that were used in here and paste them, just so that then it gets filled up and then I can just have one like full dream journal. I do hold on to my journals that I use in full, but I also don't want to have like too many. So if I'm able to combine things together, it can be kind of nice, because I don't want like 30 plus notebooks that are all only partially used. I know this wasn't exactly educational. I don't know if it really provided any sort of value, but I hope you enjoyed it. And my next video I make, I will try to make sure it's actually got some good takeaways for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know if there are any topics you want me to cover in an upcoming video. A bientôt!